Tonight on To The Point.
Hey, baseball, let's go!
It's a new chapter for the Athletics.
It's just awesome that the MLB is out here in Sacramento.
With new upgrades to Sutter Health Park. Fans packed the stadium for the sold-out home opener.
I'm green and gold till I'm dead and cold.
We take you live to West Sacramento as the team prepares to throw out its first pitch.
Good evening. Thank you so much for starting your week with us here on To The Point. I'm Alex Bell, and if you couldn't tell already, we're going to be talking about the A's because we are just about 30 minutes away from the Athletics' first pitch at Sutter Health Park. We do have team coverage tonight of the sold-out home opener in West Sacramento. ABC10's Garshpal Sangha joins us live from the gates of Sutter Health Park. Garshpal, we know that there is a lot of excitement right now. We know fans are still trickling in. How are things going out there?
Yeah, fans are excited, Alex, and a majority of the people have already gone inside. You can take a look at as they're receiving their towels here and the other giveaways that they're receiving. So fans are just excited about the opportunity to see the A's here in West Sacramento. See if we can talk to one fan. Can we have a few minutes with you real quick?
Sure.
How are you feeling?
Good. Good. Excited. It's going to be a great game.
Are you from Sacramento? Where
What's that?
So it's the best of both worlds.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
What are you looking forward to this season?
I'm looking forward just to hanging out and enjoying some good family time at the baseball game. It's going to be great.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Enjoy yourself. A lot of fans just excited. A lot of fans we've been speaking to are from the Sacramento area, so they've been coming. So this is the best of both worlds where they don't have to travel far to see them. So as fans are going in, you can see these towels. These are the Rickey Henderson rally towels that the fans are getting, and I have one here I can show you guys. So this is what fans are receiving as they go through the first gate, and then as they go through the second gate, they're receiving these trucker hats. You can see the Tower Bridge emblem there, so a lot of fans just excited. Some fans, they told us they just came here because they wanted to get this, because this is a collectible item that a lot of fans are happy about. So right now, we're about 30 minutes away from the ballpark. We're told it's a sold-out game, and every fan that goes through is receiving these giveaways. And also, if you're going to be coming to this game or any other game, remember, Sutter Health Park is a cashless venue. They only take cards. They don't take cash, so that's something to keep in mind. Reporting live from Sutter Health Park, Garshpal Sangha, ABC 10.
All right, Garshpal, I think some of us want those towels, so please bring us back at least one. I know a lot of people here in the newsroom will enjoy it. Thank you so much. And this game is really a new chapter in the A's 124-year history. The team is now in its fourth home at Sutter Health Park. ABC10's Devin Truby joins us live from inside the ballpark. Devin, we know the doors, they just opened. What is the energy really like inside right now with all those excited fans?
Oh my gosh, Alex, well, I'm sure you can hear the applause. I want you to take a look at what is happening right now on the field. The A's have literally rolled out the yellow carpet. Go ahead and take a look. And then if we look up on the Jumbotron too, they just did a tribute for the late, great Rickey Henderson, where they created a portrait of him here, painted live in the stadium by the artist that you're seeing on the screen, and the fans have packed it in. Take a look at Home Run Hill. It has filled out. Majority of the seats, fans are already set to watch what is about to unfold here. We've got the gates open and left field waiting for those players to rush out on the yellow carpet. Sutter Health Park in West Sacramento is ready for the national stage as they host the Athletics for the next 3 seasons. The team sparing no expense when it came to these upgrades, new stadium lights, the 2-story player clubhouse, the 75 by 32 foot video board in center field, new grass that is drone monitored and has moisture sensors in it, which was very helpful when we had that rain this morning. You are going to be so incredibly close to the bullpen now. This 14,000 capacity park has great seats. New seating areas that have been updated include the rooftop, which now puts you in home run territory, the Gilt Edge Club, which has new bar-like seating. Crucial in the summer for that shade. You're going to want to go to the Soulon Club and the Crown Jewel, the air-conditioned Legacy Club along the left field line, right above where I am. And we spoke to the first fan in line today to get one of those coveted day of game tickets. Only 250 of them.
It's just awesome that the MLB is out here in Sacramento. I thought it'd be a great opportunity to see a game and such a big game.
I've been going to the opening games now for like the last 4 years, so making it a family tradition and coming out wherever they're playing.
Go ahead and take a look at some of the food offerings as well. They are taking the classics and just increasing the quality. Now, this is not the first time that the A's have had a home opener in a minor league ballpark. In 1996, the Oakland Coliseum wasn't ready with the renovation, so they actually had to have the home opener at the Las Vegas minor league park. Kind of a coincidence thinking about what's happening now, but as Garch Paul showed you, we've got the hat honoring Tower Bridge, West Sacramento, the Ricky Henderson rally towel, and all players will be wearing his number tonight, number 24, to honor him. Let's go ahead and take a look. We've got some player actions, players starting to come out now. Players will be wearing the West Sacramento Tower Bridge patch on one sleeve, the Las Vegas sleeve, a patch on the other sleeve as well. Go ahead and take a look at it. Here it is, first pitch, 7:05, thrown out by Ricky Henderson's family members, and we are waiting on that flyover from Beale Air Force Base as well, Alex.
All right, Devin, thank you so much. We appreciate it. I hope you have a great time out there. And we are tracking a weather impact alert with rain in the valley and snow in the Sierra. Meteorologist Brendan Minchef joining us now, tracking those conditions.
Yeah, definitely for the valley, the threat here today is thunderstorms. I will say we haven't really seen much. Yesterday we had a few thunderstorms. Today, maybe there was one up there. You saw it there near Grass Valley, Yuba City. That's about it. Everything else has just kind of fizzled out as soon as it gets into the valley. But in terms of snow, it's been no joke. We've had serious snow up there. And in fact, it is really impacting travel. Interstate 80 has chains right now, but if you're trying to get westbound, you can't. Traffic's being held at the Nevada state line. Chains on 50, 20, and 88 and 89 at Emerald Bay is currently closed. So as we go through Futurecast, we'll still have some of those scattered showers through the evening. Then we'll have a break in the rain, a little bit of a drying period here. But by the time we get overnight tonight, we're going to have some more rain moving in and some scattered showers for the morning commute in the valley. But notice snow is going to continue in the Sierra pretty much this whole time. So we've got another weather impact alert day, which continues tomorrow. Rain, thunderstorms, and snow, another 2, maybe even 3 feet of snow on the way. Be ready for those changing weather conditions. That's something that will change by the hour, not necessarily by the day, Alex.
All right, Brendan, thank you. We are also keeping an eye on traffic tonight as hundreds of people are making their way to West Sacramento. No, you aren't seeing things. Jordan Tolbert joins us in studio tonight with how things are looking on the roads getting into Sutter Health Park. Jordan, how are we looking this evening so far?
Yeah, Alex, what you're looking at right now, this is from our tower camera, so you can get a look there. A little bit of slowing at the connectors this evening. Excuse me, I'm used to working the mornings here. But what you can see there is things starting to pick up a little bit. As we get closer to the game, though, things are actually improving. So if you take a look here at the map behind me, you'll be able to kind of get a look at what those highways are looking like. So really throughout the Sacramento area, this is the only point that we're seeing any kind of major delays. So you can see at this connector here, from northbound I-5 to Highway 50 going westbound. Also near the Tower Bridge, southbound 5 a little bit slow moving as well as you make your way in towards Sacramento. In terms of getting there are a few different ways to get to Sutter Health Park in West Sacramento. So Highway 50, obviously, and expecting delays as you get off of those exits. The I Street Bridge as well. That's a place where we could see some increased traffic today. And then obviously the Tower Bridge. That's another place people can get in through downtown Sacramento. And I did talk with West Sacramento Police. They say they're prepared for this influx of people and traffic, saying this will be similar to a full capacity River Cats game or what they saw when the Savannah Bananas were in town. But still expect delays coming in and out of the park.
The increased traffic flow and the frequency of it with the approximately 150 baseball games that we'll be having will require people to be a little bit more patient and understanding to that, as well as learning the routes that we've developed.
And I did ask about closures. I'm told there won't be any specific closures before the game. However, there will be some post-game closures, and you can expect those along portions of 5th Street near the park, as well as Cabalden Parkway. So that's right off of the Tower Bridge and in towards Sacramento. So even if you're not going to this game, just keep these options in mind for next time to make things a little easier. You get there pretty early. Consider carpooling, rideshare, public transit as well. YOLO Bus has a drop-off close by. Or, of course, you can bike or scooter because the park does have bike valet. So that's a cool thing that they have there. So as well, there are many options to get to the park besides driving or parking. Obviously, rideshare is a great option. And you can head to our links page on abc10.com to find a link to the Go West Sac website that has all of that information: parking, rideshare info, and traffic plans. Alex?
All right, Jordan, thank you so much. And don't forget, on the ABC 10 Plus TV streaming app, we've got a special all about the A's big debut in West Sacramento. Just look for it on the home screen, and you can always download our app for free and watch it right on your TV. Still ahead onto the point, the debate over transgender student athletes in girls sports. The U.S. Department of Education threatening to withhold funding from California over its stance. Tonight, how the governor and advocates are responding. Plus, bracing for more tariffs, the everyday items that you could soon be paying more for. All right, the A's are playing tonight. If you can't already tell, we're going to be covering this extensively. And what you're looking at behind me right now, they're actually going ahead and introducing the players on the field. But I want to go ahead and get your forecast so you can know what to expect, especially if you are heading out to the game. So I'm going to toss things over to Brendan Menchef, our meteorologist. How are conditions kind of looking tonight? What would you say?
Yeah, well, taking a look at radar and satellite, you can see there is some rain out there. Now, there's not extensive rain across Northern California, but there are pockets of rain, especially in the foothills. We're watching kind of west here of Sacramento, of course, because anything that kind of forms out near Vacaville, Fairfield may work its way in towards Sacramento. And there's a baseball game, and rain and baseball don't go very well together. But at the moment, I would say the forecast is looking pretty good for the game today. But I do want to say it's a different story for our Sierra roads, because Interstate 80, we've seen quite a bit of snow up there today. And in fact, right now, chains are across Interstate 80, and westbound 80 is held at the Nevada state line. We've also got chains on 50, 20, and 88. 89 at Emerald Bay is currently closed right now, all due to the snow load. Made it to 65 today in Sacramento, Stockton, and Modesto. 63 Vacaville, 63 in Fairfield, 46 in Placerville, 36 in Truckee and South Lake Tahoe. Quite the split. 60s in the valley, 30s up in the high country. Right now we're in the 50s, middle 50s in the valley, 55 in Sacramento, 55 Stockton, 62 down in Modesto, one of the warmer spots on the map, 41 Placerville, 30 in Truckee, and 30 in South Lake Tahoe as well. So through the rest of this evening, we're going to keep some rain chances, especially over the next hour or so, but then the rain chances really drop off for the rest of the evening until we get later on into the overnight. We will have the chance for some scattered showers, especially going in to Tuesday morning. For that morning commute, temperature is going to be in those middle 40s, waking up early. Isolated thunderstorm chances once again in the valley for Tuesday afternoon. We're going to be in those upper 50s and low 60s tomorrow. So here's Futurecast. You see that break, but once we get deep into the overnight, this is about 2 o'clock in the morning, some rain chances, and then the scattered rain chances stick around through the morning commute. And look at how we continue to see snow through the daytime tomorrow. And again, I'll be watching tomorrow afternoon for the potential of some thunderstorms. So that's why we've got another weather impact alert across the region for Tuesday. Rain, thunderstorms, and snow. Be ready for those changing weather conditions because, as Monica said about an hour ago, conditions will be changing by the hour and not by the day. So one more day weather impact alert, but look how things do improve. Maybe some scattered shower chances headed in towards the weekend, but generally a lot drier and 80s by the end of the 10-day period, Allie.
All right, Brendan, thank you. Next, on to the point, the Department of Education threatening to withhold funding for California based on its stance over transgender athletes. Tonight, how the governor and advocates are responding. Plus, could President Donald Trump run for a third term? Why he isn't ruling out the idea. California state lawmakers are getting ready to discuss 2 bills tomorrow morning that address trans athletes in girls and women's sports. And it comes as the U.S. Department of Education is threatening to stop funding California schools. Tonight, ABC 10's Jeannie Nguyen explains what is at stake and how the trans community is responding.
We're doing is protecting trans people like we've always done.
Advocates for the transgender community gathered in Sacramento on Monday for International Trans Day of Visibility to defend their rights. They're speaking out against 2 bills the state legislature is set to discuss Tuesday morning that addresses trans athletes in girls and women's sports.
So they're being touted as anti-transgender bills, and they are specifically there to remove existing protections that are here in the state of California.
Assembly Bill 844 is one of the bills that will be heard in the Assembly Arts, Entertainment, Sports, and Tourism Committee. Its author, Republican Assemblymember Bill Essayli, says the bill would restore California law to what it was 10 years ago and only allow students to access bathrooms, facilities, and play in sports based on the student's sex.
We've had several examples now of where young women have been disadvantaged and treated very unfairly because biological boys have joined their team and then they have obtained better results.
These bills are being heard as the U.S. Department of Education is threatening to stop federal funding to California schools. Just last week, the Department of Education said they're also investigating the California Department of Education for alleged violations of the Family Educational Rights Privacy Act over state law that prohibits school personnel from disclosing a child's gender identity to that child's parent.
Advocates have gathered here today in Sacramento to celebrate Trans Day of Visibility. Meanwhile, a spokesperson for the governor's office tells ABC 10 parents still have access to their students' education records as required by federal law. And if the U.S. Department of Education still had a full staff, this investigation would be quick.
As of how the governor feels about trans student athletes in girls' sports, during an interview with Bill Maher last week, he said it's, quote, unfair.
It was fundamentally unfair. We haven't been able to figure that out. So I express that as a fierce champion of LGBTQ rights.
Yes. While Hudson disagrees with how the governor has addressed this, he believes the state's current laws protect all kids.
According to the governor's office, of California's 5.8 million students K through 12 public school system, the number of transgender student athletes is estimated to be in the single digits. Alex.
And Jeannie, we know that there's two bills being heard in the assembly tomorrow addressing trans athletes in girls' sports. Talk a little bit more about AB 89.
Yeah, Alex, that bill is authored by Assemblymember Kate Sanchez, and if passed, it would require the California Interscholastic Federation to amend its policies to prohibit any student assigned as male at birth from participating in any girls' sports team. Now, the hearing for that bill and AB 844 will be heard tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
All right, and we'll keep you updated on this, Jeannie. Thank you so much, as always. All right, it's been over 2 months since Donald Trump took office. Perceptions of his performance are mixed, according to a new AP NORC poll. Overall, about 4 in 10 approve of the way that Trump is handling his job as president, and more than half disapprove. About half of adults approve of how Trump is handling immigration, and around 7 in 10 describe the state of the economy as poor, with 40% approving of his handling of the economy. More adults believe the country is headed in the right direction than during Biden's final week in office 2 months ago. And it comes as President Donald Trump is raising new questions over whether he's considering running for a third term. So in a phone call with NBC News, Trump said, quote, there are methods which you could do it, including having Vice President J.D. Vance run for president, then cede power back to Trump. Trump added that's one approach and that there, quote, are others too. It's an idea the president and his allies have floated several times before.
I've raised a lot of money for the next race that I assume I can't use for myself, but I'm not 100% sure because I don't know. I think I'm not allowed to run again. I'm not sure. Am I allowed to run again?
The 22nd Amendment of the Constitution states no person shall be elected to the office of the president more than twice. Amending that would require approval from 2/3 of Congress and then ratification by 38 states. In your price points tonight, foreign markets experienced sharp declines today ahead of the expected implementation of President Trump's wide-ranging tariffs. On Wednesday, Trump is set to launch sweeping tariffs in what countries tariff us, we tariff them approach. The president's retaliatory tariffs are expected to be passed on to American consumers, increasing the price of everyday goods, including electronics, produce, pharmaceuticals, clothes, and shoes in the coming weeks. And by one estimate, the cost of a new car could spike by at least $6,000 due to Trump's 25% tariffs on cars and auto imports.
We've seen across every income group, every age, every demographic, every wealth strata, and every party affiliation, a major deterioration in consumer confidence.
The tariffs have already impacted the cost of a new home. The National Association of Home Builders says steel and aluminum tariffs have made the cost of building a house $9,000 more expensive. Next, on To The Point, we're going to be taking you out live to Sutter Health Park as the Athletics get ready to throw their first pitch. You won't want to miss it. Thursday on To The Point.
There is and always will be pressure on Folsom to grow.
The city of Folsom is booming, but at what cost?
I think that overcrowding is a huge risk. The overpass is backed up pretty significantly a couple of times a day.
With resources and money stretched thin, what the city is doing to manage progress with growing pains. Don't miss this To the Point special on the city of Folsom, Thursday at 6:30, only on ABC 10 Plus and the ABC 10 Plus TV stream.
All right, before we go, here's another look live out at Sutter Health Park, where the Athletics are set to throw out their first pitch in just a few minutes. All the players on the field right now. The national anthem is happening, and all players are wearing the number 24 to honor Rickey Henderson. Tonight's game starts a 3-game series against the Chicago Cubs. We will have more from opening night coming up on Late News tonight at 11, and of course on our free ABC 10 Plus TV streaming app. Man, that crowd is completely full out there, so please stick with us for all of our coverage. As always, thank you so much for watching and inviting us into your home. If you have something that you think we should be looking into, please reach out to me and the team. You can always email us at tothepoint@abc10.com. And don't forget, our coverage does not end here. You can download our free ABC 10 streaming app to catch all the A's updates and all of your political news. We have everything you need to know on our app for free.